It's a Rock and Refuel recruiting roundup. Jason Jewell, Jordan Ham. We have a lot to cover for you inside the state of Arizona with all these commitments, offers as signing day approaches. Jason, we're going to get things going. There was a flip from Alabama to ASU. Brandon Ruiz going to be a Sun Devil.
Yeah, so the Williamsfield kicker had been a long time commit to Alabama. Not many kids flip and decommit from Alabama, but he did just that on Sunday and then turned around and committed to Arizona State on Monday. So this is a big-time get for ASU. They're doing great in-state. He's their 8th local commitment in this class, and he's ranked the #1 kicker in the nation.
Speaking of flips, there are a couple of big-time prospects getting some looks from big-time programs, trying to get some flips going as we approach signing day.
Yeah, just because a kid is committed doesn't mean that the recruitment of them stops. So there's a handful of kids out there still getting some offers. So Johnny Johnson, the wide receiver from Chandler, he's committed to Oregon, and Michigan State just offered him. And then speaking of Oregon, they're trying to flip ASU commit Tyler Johnson, the big tight end out of Highland High School, and then TJ Green, the running back, also from Chandler High. He's been committed to Oregon State for quite some time. There's a pipeline going between Oregon State and Chandler, but the Utah Utes jumped in and offered him a scholarship. And then last but not least, Daniel Peabody down at Ironwood Ridge in Tucson. He's been committed to San Jose State. University of New Mexico jumped in and offered him a scholarship recently as well.
We're going to circle back now to the commits, and the Arizona Wildcats got a big-time commit from a really good pass rusher here in the state.
Yeah, Mike King Johnson's a 3-star defensive end from Tempe High School. He pledged to U of A after an in-home visit with the staff there from the Wildcats. He was a kid that had offers from all over the place. He had UCLA, he had Texas A&M, USC, Oregon. He had tripped to some of those schools as well. So getting a player with a pass rushing ability like Mike King Johnson has is huge for U of A. They're looking for guys that can get to the quarterback, and Mike King knows how to do that.
Jax Waycaser, one of the hottest players in the entire state. Since his senior year started, he finally makes his commitment to the Bruins.
Yeah, so he's a guy that, like you mentioned, had just completely blown up, had 20 Division I scholarship offers from, there is no one as highly recruited as him from the end of the spring until right now. He's a guy that pledges to UCLA. I just love how he's changed his body over the last 6 months or so. He's gained over 30 pounds and just looks the part now and plays physical. He's a nasty player, and UCLA is getting a fantastic player.
South Dakota State has done an incredible job recruiting the state of Arizona, and they get 2 big pickups this weekend.
Yeah, how about the weekend the Jackrabbits just had? One, Rashi Hodge over at Mountain Point. He's a linebacker for the Pride, but South Dakota State thinks that he could be a strong safety, and he's a guy that's just versatile. We saw him this year playing running back and was just a beast this year. And then Daniel Callender, Yuma Catholic defensive end. He's a guy that had been offered by Illinois and a trip to Illinois. He pledges to South Dakota State, then turns around. He was supposed to visit Wyoming, New Mexico, and Hawaii over the next 2 weeks. He canceled all their visits because he was so enamored with his visit up there to Brookings. So huge get for South Dakota State.
We mentioned what Michigan State and Oregon had already done. They offer 2 more undecided prospects, one an underclassman.
Yeah, so Spencer Rattler, the quarterback over at Pinnacle High School, he's only a sophomore, now has 10 Division I scholarship offers with that offer from the Spartans. And then Isaiah Polamalu added an offer from the Oregon Ducks, although he said his top 3 is ASU, USC, and UW.
Arizona picks up a big-time commitment from Mike King Johnson, and now they're looking at future classes as well, offering some in-state prospects.
Yeah, so junior offensive lineman Joey Ramos at Deer Valley added an offer from the Wildcats. It's his 3rd Pac-12 offer. Cal offered last week, and Utah offered quite some time ago. And then just a freshman, Bijan Robinson at Salpointe High School, got his first Division I scholarship offer from the U of A, and he played varsity this last year, and Coach Bonet at Salpointe has done that over the years. You've seen him do it with players like Cam Denson and Jamari Joyner playing as freshmen on that varsity level. Robinson is just the next guy to do that.
Now, you went over to Central High School last week, saw Michael Vanderpool, and he picks up an offer as well.
Yeah, so Vanderpool added an offer from Hawaii. He's one of the most heavily recruited sleeper prospects over the last month or so. He's visited Montana, UNLV, and most recently UC Davis. Added this offer from Hawaii. He's a guy, though, since my camp, our camp this summer that I saw him at, he was 255 pounds. Now he's 277 pounds, just a shade under 6'5", and just athletic as heck, really long wingspan. I can see why he's starting to blow up.
We talk so much about the Desert Vista special teams. Riley Erickson, their kicker, picking up another big offer.
Yeah, so how about, last year, Erickson was a backup to Connor Culp, who's kicking at LSU now, and Erickson's turned himself into a Division I player. His most recent Division I offer, he has multiple, comes from Navy.
2 weeks from signing day, it's only going to get busier. Make sure to stay tuned to the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup.